Let's talk about the home run derby, which happened.
Yes, we podcast on Monday morning in the studio. We previewed the home run derby.
Mm-hmm.
We were very excited about Bobby Witt Jr. Everyone should go read Jake's Bobby Witt Jr. feature.
Or Bobby Witt Jr.'s Jake feature.
Still waiting on that one. We'll see if he gets to work on that over the next couple of days before the second half starts.
Bobby, if you want to write a feature on me, just reach out. I'm down, dude.
Should he reach out to your dad? I know you got to talk to Senior. Should Bobby give Richard a call? See if he'll talk to you. Probably going to be harder to get to. Anyway, Bobby Witt Jr., good feature from Jake Mintz. You can go read that over on the website. But we were excited about Bobby Witt.
Yeah.
And I would say that Bobby Witt did his part. We don't have to recap the round-by-round sequence, but the point is that Bobby Witt Jr., he did his part. And, with some of the rule changes, everyone going in the first round, there were no brackets, and so it was just the top 4 finishers. And it was weird because they went in order of fewest home runs in the regular season to the most, which meant that the first batter was Alec Boehm, the doubles king, and the last batter was Gunnar Henderson. And because this was a very strange derby, Alec Boehm hits, I believe, the most home runs in the first round, or at least tied.
21.
With the first round. And then Gunnar Henderson, the last batter, finishes with the fewest.
At 11.
And Pete Alonso also did not advance to the second round. So already the vibes were kind of off in the first round.
Something was weird. I mean, it's probably worth just going through. Like, Alonso,
bad. All the pitchers. I would say this was the worst performance across the board from the pitchers.
And it has never mattered more because with the new rules, you are docked for every pitch, right? It's 40 pitches.
You only have 40 pitches.
Within a 3-minute span.
Yeah.
Whatever ends first, you're done. So if I'm pitching and I, just yeet one, that counts against you, right? And in the past, that wasn't the case because it was just,
just go,
Iron Mike,
go.
Boom, boom,
right.
boom,
You
boom,
could
boom.
make up for your terrible pitches by giving them a bunch in a row.
So second round, though, is Jose Ramirez. He advances after just a barrage of beautiful wall scrapers. These were
God bless.
doubters.
Oh, but
I'm saying, there's no doubters.
Yes.
Ramirez was jacking doubters into the right field seats. They all count the same, kind of. Ramirez advanced, Boehm advanced, Witt advanced, and Teoscar Hernandez, the eventual champion, advanced. The most entertaining part from the second round was when Boehm kind of made a late charge to tie Teoscar.
And then ran out of gas.
And then, didn't really run out of gas. Like, he made a late charge to tie Teoscar.
Gets to a swing off.
He has the bonus round.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's in the bonus round, and they're tied, and he has 3 outs to make.
Right.
And he just
right.
Just misses all 3. Go to the swing off. Teoscar beats him to the swing off.
Yes.
It was like he needed just one more home run.
And Boehm, because of the setup, had like 90 minutes between rounds, which is about the longest layoff you could possibly have.
He could have gotten dinner.
Yeah,
he could have left the field, sat down at dinner, eaten, glass of wine, paid for it, signed the bill, come back.
Maybe he would have done
baseball
better.
pants back on, warm up the swing, back in the derby. It was literally 90 minutes.
He still looked pretty good in round 2.
Yeah.
Not quite enough, as you mentioned. Teoscar wins the swing off, advances to the finals against Bobby Witt Jr., and now it is setting up, even though over the course of the night it had been dragging on a little too long, there were very few hot streaks that were kind of getting the crowd involved. Adolis Garcia wasn't great. The home crowd wasn't into that. Gunnar was disappointing. All these things. But it's setting up, and you're like, okay, Teoscar's going to go first, and then Bobby's going to go second. And if Teoscar can put up a good total and Bobby can come back and win it, this will be redeemed, and this will be a very memorable derby.
Teoscar, I believe, puts up 14. Bobby doesn't look great in the first half of the final round. Late charge, cuts it to 1. Last swing of the night. Crank, ball in the air, hurtling towards the wall. If it goes over, it ties at 14.
Yeah.
Giving him one more chance in the bonus round.
Yeah.
Right? The ball clangs off the wall. 13 home runs for Bobby, 14 for Teoscar. The crowd, the sold-out crowd here at Globe Life Field, lets out in unison a disappointing groan.
And then the fireworks.
The fireworks. Boom! That, to me, no better way to explain what was the most underwhelming derby we've been to.
Yes.
Of the,
However, what a moment for Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah.
A man who...
Throw some shine on him.
Yes. A man who in Seattle last year, his power was nowhere to be found. And he's talked about it like, I don't know, just couldn't do it. Couldn't hit there. Join the club. But as soon as the Dodgers signed him, it's like, oh, this dude's going to be back to hitting 30 homers. There's no doubt. One of the most underrated power hitters of the last 5, 6, 7 years, and deserved to be here as an all-star. And he looked good.
Yep.
He hit, besides Ozuna, he had some of the farthest home runs of the night. I mean, I would say, we did a whole home run derby tour going around the ballpark, seeing, what interesting places would people hit any home runs. Didn't see a lot of that. We had some to the concourse there, very few to center field. Obviously, not a lot to left field or to right field because Gunnar was very disappointing. So yeah, it's just not a lot of memorable moments. But it does, I will say, with that last moment, it sets up Witt well to kind of come back as a form of unfinished business narrative. Whether that's next year, whether that's at the Royals' new ballpark in 2030, I am looking forward to Bobby Witt Jr. one day competing in the home run derby once again.